Hello, it's Molk and welcome back to TV Bingebox. It's so great to have you here. I have 4 massive shows that I want to talk with you about today. So buckle up, friends. Hopefully there is something new or absolutely something that you'll want to obsess over in the coming weeks, as I certainly have in the past week. Thank you so much to all of the people that have offered feedback, that have liked or watched or shared any of the content from last week's show. It's been super appreciated. I don't know if you've seen, but of course, we're hosting all of this on the TV Black Box YouTube channel, where not only is the full show there, but you can also get just the clips for each of the reviews. And I'm making sure that that's happening every week so that you can enjoy them. And they're going gangbusters. Also, as a sign that I'm an old man, I've joined TikTok. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing, but I've got my reviews pumping out there on TikTok as well. And it's so great to have people sharing and enjoying them. Thank you for getting along in the midst of it. Look, there's heaps of ways that you can get involved and follow and enjoy and comment and talk and share and all of the things. It would be great if you could follow TV Bingebox on Twitter. It's TV_Bingebox or TV_Bingebox on Instagram. Both of those places where you can get this show and, of course, find out what's happening when it comes to the latest things in television. On Facebook, there's an excellent group, the TV Bingebox Podcast Gang group. You can join that and just talk about the TV that you obsess about, or jump in and get involved and tell us what you think of the shows that I'm reviewing this week. That would be great. Of course, this is also published on tvblackbox.com.au, where I write, where there's a whole bunch of great content coming out from Kyle, from Kevin, from Rob, from Samantha, from a whole bunch of the team there. And look, it's so great to be a part of that machine. We're doing heaps of stuff there. If you want to check out any of our reviews or share the stuff from YouTube, that's youtube.com/tvblackbox. And that would be super appreciated. If you liked, subscribe to that channel and did share some of that content, that would be super. Me personally, if you want to follow me, and gosh, this is a long list. I'm at Steve Molk on Twitter or at Steve Molk on Insta. Pop by and say, Molk, loved your review. Molk, I think you're wrong, and this is why. Love to have those conversations about television. I'm also on Mastodon at molk@theradio.au. Feel free to follow me there, because who knows how long Twitter's going to survive. And as I said before, I'm on TikTok now. At Steve Molk on TikTok, and I'm pumping out each of the individual reviews on there. And I may even get smart and work out how to create my own other content on that. I'm an old man. I don't know what's going on, which is probably, as anything else, a great segue into our first show this week. Welcome to the Bachelors Australia.
What is love to me? I've never felt it. That's why I'm here.
I've always been very romantic. I think it's just in my DNA.
I need a confident woman that can accept my lifestyle. I'm ready for it.
It was the summer of love. It was the summer of...
Will you accept this rose?
Would you accept this rose?
Will you accept this rose? This rose?
This rose?
This rose?
I reckon you're perfect.
Thank you.
Will you accept this rose?
Unfortunately, I'm not going to accept this rose.
I just thought I was the one making those decisions, but apparently not.
I know we're here to find love, but I'm here to have fun as well. A whole lot of fun.
What?
3 bachelors, 3 engagement rings.
When I have my eyes on the prize, no one's gonna get in my way.
Oh my god.
They kissed.
To pay.
He's a player.
Oh, he's an absolute player. Felix, there's something I'd like to say to you.
She's seeing someone at the moment in an open relationship.
I don't think I can accept the rose from you. Maybe I'm not with the right person. You're embarrassing yourself.
Ladies.
Oh my god.
How can he not see that she's a sociopath?
I can't believe I'm crying. What the
It was the summer.
So, I mean, wow. It is drama, rama, straight out of the gate. If you have watched and 10 have been dropping heaps of promos for the Bachelors Australia. Oh, there's just so much going on. First of all, meet Felix and Jed and Thomas. They are our bachelors. And goodness gracious me, as you would have seen from that promo or any of the other promos, there's a lot going on. There is so much going on. First of all, Jed is our, let's call him our goth drummer. I don't even know that he is, but certainly the stylists have gone nuts on this season. They have really decided to play into things, and because Jed is the rock guy, he's the drummer, there's zippers and buckles and eyeliner and heaps. It's a lot, but Jed seems pretty cool. And you probably picked up in that promo, Jed offers a lady a rose and she rejects it. Now, some context here. This is not really a spoiler, so you'll just have to deal with it. As a part of picking the women that come into the bachelor house, the bachelor mansion, this time our 3 bachelors have been set up with a number of blind dates, given 10 roses and told to go and find your ladies. I mean, great. An excellent way to get women who want to participate into the process, I guess. Jed, that's his first date. That's the first blind date that he has with that lovely woman sitting in the wherever the hell they were. And he is smitten, offers her a rose, and she just rejects the shit out of him. It is amazing. Now, in and of itself, that's fine, except that Jed gets really butthurt. And for the subsequent probably 5 or 6 dates, he just isn't interested. And there's at least 2 or 3 women who I would have thought he would have been a great, kind of relationship person, or at least great for the franchise to come in, and they get cast aside just like old broken drumsticks. Like, it is. I'm going to pause right now and tell you that I have not had a great relationship with the Bachelor franchise over its life. And this is season 10 of The Bachelor, the original. It's been enjoyable and I've loved watching, but there's also just been times where I go, oh my God, this is just, it's just horrible. This is, if you love, look at Schadenfreude 2.0, that's what this is. If you love seeing people get hurt, then the Bachelors is for you. Jed is our drummer. Thomas is our Italian grandfather. And they're dressing him quite well. And he's, the top button's done up. He's always wearing a tie in suit mode. And he seems lovely. And he's very connected to all sorts of spiritual things and doing great stuff. Fabulous. Well done. Thanks, Thomas. Probably the most boring of the 3. Felix is a player. And it is absolutely obvious from minute 1 that Felix is there to just, if I can use this phrase, sow his royal oats. He is ready to get it and put it wherever he can and get whatever he can out of this experience. And it's amazing. And this is only after a couple of episodes I've gleaned this, and there is so much more of The Bachelor to come. Like I said, it's season 10 of the Bachelor version for us in the Australian iteration. And I love that they started the first episode with just a jump back to 2013, the very first season, with Osher looking just as dapper as ever, but a whole list of ladies that we saw pop up across the Bachelor franchise subsequently. And of course, our very first Bachelor, Tim, and women and those, but just so many people, faces that are now so familiar to us. We don't linger long, but it's there and it's great to see it. Osher sells in the promo 3 bachelors, 3 engagement rings. And I don't know if you've caught up in another promo, 2 proposals. So I don't know if that means that one of them doesn't find the one that they want to marry. They just want to hook up, or who even knows, mate. This is the rule book has been rewritten and then thrown out the window because there's just so much happening with all of this. I'm not even sure that you'll be able to keep up. I wasn't overly enamored by Osher's bullshit. In one of them, where he basically walks in and is talking to the 3 bachelors and says to them, look, you have to trust me on my track record. Mate, politely, you're the host of the show. You turn up, they put you in great clothes, you walk out and you talk quietly, and then you walk away. That's it. You are not responsible for any of the love stuff at all. So I don't know who told you to say that. If you just thought, I'm going to go rogue here, Osher, mate, I love you, and you are not Cupid. Not at all. Don't lean on a record when frankly, after 10 seasons of The Bachelor, I think it's 7 seasons of The Bachelorette, and too many seasons of Bachelor in Outcast Paradise. 3. There are 3 whole relationships that have worked for the Bachelor franchise, and no, that's not a record. I mean, 3 in 20, 21 series? Sorry, guys. But I will offer that 10 seasons on, and we have seen Osher, he's the consistency for us across all of those shows. It's very clear that he's got his meds in order. He is as healthy as he has ever been. And the salt and pepper's kicking in, not just in the beard, but in the hair. And he's looking very, very schmick. So, Osher, I'm keen for more of you, and I'm keen for more of The Bachelors, believe it or not. I am torn because I love, and that's what this show purports to sell us. And I love what this represents. However, we all know in a post-Unreal world that every part of The Bachelor, The Bachelors, is confected bullshit. Produced up the wazoo. We break the fourth wall a few times, even in the dates, even in the first couple of episodes. And it's revealed to us that there's not just a cameraman and a soundie. There's like 8 or 9 people watching these 2 people date. There's so much going on. I'm going to watch the shit out of this series, and I cannot believe that I'm committing to it. But I will offer a really smart move by 10 to drop this into summer, where unless you are a big tennis or a big cricket fan, there is nothing going on for you on television. You'd have to be leaning on streamers, which we will. I'll give you some good shows to watch in a minute. If you want to watch free-to-air television, from Monday, January 9th, The Bachelors is on 10 and on 10 Play, and you'll want to be checking it out because if nothing else, it's a great distraction. It is incredible, and full credit to 10. Great sizzle. On Monday night, the 9th of January, they are going to be delivering, I think it's about a 5 or 10 minute sizzle for The Last King of the Cross, a new drama series that's coming, I think, to 10, certainly to Paramount Plus. And it's about John Ibrahim. I think it's even Cole Sandilands is behind the production of this. So you think Underbelly for 10. That's basically what this is. That's a nice little pickup, a nice hook on the back end. You may want to check that out, but absolutely hang around for the many, many thousands of episodes. Many. It'll have to be finished by January 30. But starting January 9, multiple nights a week, The Bachelors on 10 and 10 Play. Look, it's definitely Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday the first week. It could be 3 or 4 nights a week. Who even knows, man? But The Bachelors, 3 of them, about 1 million women in a house. There are too many details. I can't even keep track of who all the ladies are. It was tough enough when there was 1 bachelor. 30 women and 3 bachelors. I don't even know half of their names. But I'm definitely going to be watching it, as should you. The Bachelors on 10. Check it out. It's amazing. But let's check this out.
£25?
No, I ordered 200.
What is beef?
You still got that meat connect? You can get $12.50 for that on eBay.
Boom.
Chef, no, please do not touch that.
That's my pot. Everybody knows.
That's her pot.
Not system. System, baby.
System. This is your brother's house. I was running it fine without you.
Why didn't he leave it to you then? Don't wipe your hands on your apron, Chef.
Jeff.
I refer to everybody as Chef because it's a sign of respect.
You can throw down, huh?
Behind.
So how you gonna pass the family test? Delicious or impressive?
Delicious is impressive.
Word.
Yo, family's up.
I just never had plátanos with like grass on it.
We want to change this restaurant, right? But we have to change the chemistry.
Hey, why are you always like watching me?
Because it's just sort of my job.
We're the chili flakes. Cousin organizes, it's more confusing.
Right there. Labeled chili flakes.
This is a delicate ecosystem, and it's held together by a shared history and love.
I have every intention of turning this into a respectable place of business. Eventually. Time to try the new sandwiches.
Yo, this looks different.
What do you think?
It's redundant and white, just like you.
There are two kinds of people in this world. People who have watched The Bear and love it, and everyone else. And I have to tell you, this is an incredible drama series from late 2022 that I just wanted to, I guess, put out there and let you know about this mesmerizing, demanding drama that is tucked away on Disney+. After the death of his drug-addicted brother, Michael, a former Michelin-starred chef, Carmine Carmi, played by Jeremy Allen White, inherits the family deli, the beef of Chicagoland. And it is deep in debt and overwhelmed in mediocrity with a group of people that are unfamiliar to Carmi. And they aren't super keen that he's there, particularly his cousin, Richard, played by Ebon Moss-Bachrach, who's just giving him tension and stress and trauma the whole time. And look, I have to say, there is no other way of talking about this. It's an incredible series. They do amazing things. It is sharp, fast, gritty storytelling. It's set in Chicago. It's that gives you a really great backdrop on how the place kind of lands. The episodes are punchy and short. They go for, about 25 minutes-ish. Episode 7 is, I think it's, 21 minutes long, and it's a one-shot. The camera just tracks around the kitchen for the whole episode. It's incredible. And I mean, that in itself is a feat, but the performances that they put in for that episode are amazing. And it will be very difficult. I mean, because the episodes are short, you can just sort of consume them so quickly, but very difficult for you to not go, I have to watch the next one. I have to watch the next one. I have to watch the next one. Because the episodes just strap you in and drag you along this bumpy ride along the asphalt where it's cold and the food is incredible, and the reality of the connection between these people is just obsessive. It's so great. It is a story of depression, of sacrifice, of perspiration, inspiration, of redemption, and above all else, it's about finding family, making the choice to make the people that you're with your family. Not everybody has great relationships with family, and we see this played out here in The Bear. This reminds us that you can make your family, that you can find people and draw them in, and you can together become a group of people that can survive pretty much anything. Huge applause for those two that I mentioned before, Alan White and Moss-Bachrach. Also to Ayo Edebiri, I've probably said her name wrong, I apologize, who plays Sydney, the young sous chef that joins the crew. I could not turn away. Transfixing is probably the best one. Also, Lionel Boyce, Molly Ringwald, and Oliver Platt step up. It is an incredible tale. The Bear is so good. Season 1, as it turns out, is available underneath the Star tile, the Star menu on Disney+. Season 2 will start production shortly. I don't know where they're going to take it, but check out all 8 episodes, consume them, have them, just inhale them as you enjoy The Bear on Disney+. And now, here is a complete gear change. If you have seen the F1 Drive to Survive series, then you'll know exactly what we're staring down here. This is called Breakpoint, and it does for tennis what Drive to Survive did for Formula One. It's an incredible behind-the-scenes look at the pressure, the intensity, the absolute compelling nature of competitive international first-class sport. You don't have to be a tennis fan. In fact, you don't even have to know which way to hold a tennis racket to enjoy Breakpoint. This is a show that explains a bit of the basics and gets you drawn into it, but it's not even about the game necessarily. It's about the people and the personality and why they are doing what they do and what it means to be operating at the top level in an international sport. Tennis is made up of 4 Grand Slam events, and the first one every year is the Australian Open out of Melbourne. And the first episode, actually the first 2, focus on the Oz Open from 2022, where, if you can recall, obviously Ash Barty won the women's final, and congratulations to her. But 2 young blokes called Nick Kyrgios and Thanasi Kokkinakis won the men's doubles, and to huge applause and controversy, of course, surrounding Kyrgios everywhere he goes. Now, I'm not a huge Nick Kyrgios fan. You may not like the man at all. I think this is a great insight. I don't think it's going to change your mind, but it's a great insight into who he is and why he keeps playing and even what he's doing half the time. But it's an incredible journey along with those characters, and not just him and Thanasi, but other great players that are on the circuit that are trying to make their living out of playing tennis. And it's pointed out, it's pretty hard. Unless you can get some big name sponsors, it's a grind. And you only get big name sponsors if you win big matches or have big moments. And love or hate Nick Kyrgios, he creates both. He wins big matches and he creates big moments, and he has such a huge fan base that it's understandable he gets the support that he does. But look, check it out. People that aren't fans of Kyrgios might struggle with the first episode. I say push through. It's definitely worth it. There are more up-and-comers that we get to see, up-and-comers by the comparison to the normal names that we might roll off, Djokovic, Nadal, etc. It is incredible to see and get a bigger insight into the passion and the sacrifice that is necessary to make it when it comes to international first-class tennis. And front and center, and I did enjoy that they did this, front and center is it's very clear the disparity between what men get and what women get as far as prize money. And I know that the Australian Open, I think a couple of years ago, thanks to their sponsors, made sure that the men's prize check and the female prize check is the same. There are not many tournaments that are doing that, though. And that's really important. It's great that they talk about it, particularly, of course, the female athletes are talking about it. The big questions that this series asks is, what does it mean to win and what does it take to win? And what sacrifices are you prepared to make to win? It is incredible. I'm not a huge tennis fan, casual at best, but I have to say I've become a huge fan of some of these players. Breakpoint premieres on Friday, the 13th of January on Netflix. There are 5 episodes that will drop in the first instance, and there is another 5 episodes that will come in June 2023. So hang on, the cameras are still following. They're still doing stuff. That is Breakpoint. It's on Friday and it's on Netflix. So here's our last show.
City life not working out for you?
Excited to be working with you.
Welcome home, Jay.
Look at you, all grown up. How about this handsome son of yours?
Hey, detective, eh?
Whatever you do, just don't be an idiot.
Take the money and go.
The Kelly gang, done it again.
Did you do all that to ask me out on a date?
What are you working on?
I was in the archives. I may have found something.
I'm not talking to you about this. That kid's death tore too many lives apart.
Come on, cowboy.
This gang have been telling us who they are the entire time. You in trouble? Yeah, walk away. That's what you're famous for.
He was my little boy. And it's not going to do her or anyone else any good to drag that pain up again.
This is why blackfellas don't make good police. There's too much family obligation.
Every mystery starts somewhere. Wow. This is, I'm going to do a little run across the next few episodes that talk about my favorite shows of 2022. And there is no question Mystery Road Origin is my number one Australian drama for the year. This was just gobsmacking at how good it was. It is, if you're fans or aware of the series, you'll know this is about Detective Jay Swan, who's had a series, maybe two, certainly one, a couple of movies made about him. And this is his beginning. This is his origin story. And full credit, I have to say, to Sophia Zachariou and the entire Bunya Productions team who delivered what was intended to be not a prequel, but rather a sequel series. And they had to pivot really quickly and turn out this new story that told us the origin of Jay and where he came from. And we meet him returning home as a detective, freshly minted, to work in his hometown. And of course, it's never simple, right? There has to be some kind of drama. So there's a gang terrorizing town in Ned Kelly masks. There's a murder that's close to Jay and his family and his brother that puts a whole thing on edge there. Plus a love interest that we get to meet that we've seen played later in the series. In the other series, of course, it's a fractured relationship, but this is incredible. Look at the cast, starting with Mark Cole-Smith, who was in 3 or 4 series in 2022 and is incredible. He was just amazing as Jay Swan in this series, brooding, absolutely ate the screen. You could not turn away. You had to watch him whenever he was on screen. It was so good. And just the way they establish the vastness of the Aussie outback where this is filmed and the lingering shots of the expanse just make for overwhelming television. This is incredible viewing. Joining Mark Cole-Smith is Tuuli Narkle, Daniel Henshall, Toby Leonard Moore, and you may have recognized from the trailer, Steve Bisley, looking like an elder gent, because he is now. He's an old man. He was in the original Mad Max, friends. Jeepers. It is, like I said, it's the best Australian TV show I saw all year last year. Mystery Road Origin is phenomenal, and it's my number one Aussie drama of the year. You must watch every minute of this show. It is that good. I cannot recommend it more highly. Mystery Road Origin, all 6 episodes are available right now on ABC iView. And that's this week's show, friends. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being a part of TV Bingebox and all the funnies. Feel free to hit me up on all of the places, all of the socials. TV _Bingebox on Twitter and on Insta. The TV Bingebox podcast gang on Facebook. Or go to tvblackbox.com.au and tell us what's going on there. YouTube.com/tvblackbox. Or all of my personals at Steve Molk for Twitter and Insta. Go to molkattheradio.au on Mastodon, or I'm on TikTok at Steve Molk. Tell me what you thought. Do you agree? What did you think of the shows that you've seen? What do you think of our shows? Am I an idiot for rabbiting on for, I think, nearly 12 minutes about The Bachelors? No, but that's okay. I appreciate what you think anyway. Look, jump on board. It's great to have you here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing, for doing all of this stuff. I will be back next week with a new episode of TV Bingebox, and I can promise you 3 big new shows and another best of from 2022. And this is my international best of that I'll give you next week. Small sizzle, small cast, bloody great show. That's TV Bingebox. I'm your host, Steve Molk. And I've got to tell you, I just love television.